You were never meant to beg the universe. That's the first lie you were told. They told you to wish. They told you to wait. But they never told you the truth. You're not a beggar. You're not here to plead, to hope, or to chase. You're a speaker of words. Every thought you speak, every word you whisper into the silence, it doesn't just float into the air. It builds. It creates. You command. You shape. You decide. The universe isn't some magic box you throw wishes into, hoping something lands. It doesn't deal in luck. It doesn't care how badly you want something, because it's not listening like a genie. It's reflecting like a mirror. Every single thought you carry, every emotion you let settle, they don't go unnoticed. They create waves. Not out there, but right here, inside this field. A field made of frequency. One that responds, not to begging, but to clarity. You speak with confusion, you get confusion. You speak with power, and the field listens. This isn't wishful thinking. It's backed by how the quantum field works. The observer effect, the law of resonance, and if you stay till the end of this video, you'll stop hoping. You'll start commanding. The programming you never questioned, ever wondered why you feel stuck, even when you're trying to grow. It's not you, it's what you are trained to believe. From the moment you could walk, they gave you rules. What to say, how to sit, when to speak, and most importantly, when not to. In school, you were taught to memorize, not to ask why, but to repeat. What? They clapped for good grades, not for good ideas. Your creativity. Set aside your questions. Seen as trouble. You learned early. It's safer to wait for permission than to act on instinct. Religion asked for blind belief. Culture asked for quiet obedience. Authority. It asked for silence. And so you sat still. Not because you were weak, but because no one told you that you were allowed to be powerful. That's not your fault. But if you keep waiting for a green light that was never coming, that is, your thoughts are codes. The most powerful coder in your life is your mind and the language it speaks. Your thoughts. Most people think thoughts come and go without leaving a trace. But thoughts are not passive. They're signals. And signals carry instructions. Every sentence you say, even in your head, is a command. Not to someone else, but to your reality. When you say I'm always tired, your body listens. When you say I can't afford that, your brain doesn't argue. It obeys. When you say nothing ever works out for me, your world reshapes to match that script quietly, without a fight. You've been coding your life this entire time, without even knowing it. Inside your brain, these repeated words build paths. Neural highways that get stronger every time you use them. And those pathways, they sync with something bigger, the quantum field. The frequency of I'm stuck is very different from I'm building. Words are not harmless. They're your tools, or your traps. Energy obeys clarity, not emotion. The universe isn't tuned into your tears. It's tuned into your signal. Feelings may fuel it, but clarity is what drives it. You can cry all night and beg with all your heart, but if the signal you're sending is messy, nothing clear comes back. The universe is not tuned into how badly you want something. It's tuned into how clearly you signal it. Think of a radio. If your frequency keeps jumping between stations, you get nothing but noise. But when the signal locks in, even quietly, the message is clear. Emotion might fuel the engine, but clarity is what drives it forward. When you say I want this, and the next second think, but it's probably too hard. That's static. You are both the broadcaster and the antenna. And if what you send out is shaky, the outcome will be too. This isn't wishful thinking, this is physics. The observer effect proves that energy responds to intention. Speak like a commander, not a beggar. Begging energy attracts breadcrumbs. Commanding energy shifts timelines. You're not here to ask, you're here to declare. The universe doesn't move because you yell. It moves because you're clear. You can whisper with conviction and change your world, or scream with doubt and see nothing happen. Most people talk like they're hoping to be rescued. They say, I wish, I hope, maybe someday. But that's not how creators speak. A commander doesn't beg. A monk doesn't negotiate with silence. A real leader doesn't ask for permission from the sky. They declare. They say, I am, I do, I create. Those two words, I am, are not just grammar. They're launch codes. Hope is passive. It waits. Intention is active. It moves. And the field only listens to movement, not noise. Stop. Sending conflicting signals. Mixed signals don't confuse the universe, they delay it. You're dominant. Energy always wins. You say, I want wealth. But in your gut, you feel panic every time a bill shows up. That gap, that's the leak. Thoughts alone don't create. It's the signal behind them that does. You can repeat affirmations all day, but if your dominant energy is fear, that's what the field mirrors back to you. It doesn't respond to quick bursts of motivation. It responds to your steady signal, the one you carry when no one's watching. So stop saying you believe in abundance. If your next thought is how it'll never happen, the law of resonance is not personal. The universe doesn't reward goodness. It mirrors signals. This field isn't sentimental, it's precise. The universe doesn't care if you're a good person or not. It doesn't reward kindness. It doesn't punish mistakes. It mirrors signals. The field is neutral. You can cry for hours, scream into your pillow, or meditate in silence. It only responds to one thing: what you broadcast, not what you deserve. If your signal says lack, you get more lack. If your signal says certainty, things start to move. And it's not personal. It never was. Rewrite your internal code. You're not stuck. You're just running an old script. And the code can be rewritten, starting today. Your life isn't shaped by the outside world. It's shaped by the little voice inside your head, the one that runs on repeat. Most of the time, you don't even notice it. You've been on autopilot, running thoughts that were never yours to begin with. Here's a simple technique. Catch, recode, replace. Catch the thought when it comes up. Recode it. See it for what it is, a glitch, not truth. Then replace it with what you want to believe. Do this enough times, and your brain rewires. Your inner dialogue shifts, and that shift, that's when the field begins to echo something new. Replace hope with command. Hope whispers. Command roars. One waits. The other builds. Hope sounds nice, but it keeps you stuck. It says, maybe it'll work out. It keeps you waiting. Command doesn't wait. It moves. The universe doesn't respond to wishes. It responds to frequency. And frequency doesn't come from words. It comes from embodiment. Say it. Mean it. Repeat it. Not for the universe's sake, for yours. Because when you believe it, the field has no choice but to reflect it back. The fastest way to get there is to become the one who already is. The future bends for alignment, not effort. The future you want, it already exists. Not somewhere far away, but on a frequency you haven't tuned into yet. You're not chasing a dream, you're matching it. Every choice you make, every belief you hold, either aligns with that future or delays it. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Wake up as the version of you who already has it. Talk like them, think like them, move like them. Reality bends for those who stop waiting and start aligning. You're not waiting to start manifesting. You're already doing it all the time. The only question is, are you doing it with clarity or with confusion? Every word you speak, it lands. Every emotion you hold, it sends a signal. Not tomorrow, now. Replace soft affirmations with full body alignment. Walk in certainty. Talk with conviction. Move like you're already the version who made it. You're not a blueprint. You're the architect. Don't just let this play once. Come back to it. Because every time you hear it again, it gets deeper. It starts to live in you. If you're serious about change, join our deeper newsletter at Insights Academy. We go beyond just videos. And before you close this tab, grab your journal. Write one full page. Write as if it's already true. Next time, we'll show you how to hold a high frequency in a low reality. Until then, speak like a creator. Act like it's done. And never forget, the field doesn't respond to hope. It responds to you.